We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here is 3rd and 5.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
To throw on second is Watson. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Watson. And got his man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf taking it in. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Track it, 60.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Seahawks.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Watson. That completes it again to Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The point after, good by Groupie. And the route is on here in this first half. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Deshaun Watson from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Cardinals nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, and he is... How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And 3 at the 7-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. This one into the hands of Pitts. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyle Pitts, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are able to claw one back. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Watson. He completes this to Walker. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Here's Watson, option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Cardinals 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll throw now on the final play. Short throw caught by Pitts. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his... And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels. And
all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker already
his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cardinals 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Hut. Ready?
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Drill green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a first down carry by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
Walker hitting the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and it could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go.
And they take a knee. On fourth down, on his groupie to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Got it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
And they take a knee. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes left side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.